Hello everyone, Fuzzy Barbarian back with a guide on how to beat Kamaitachi in Nioh 2. For this I highly recommend using the Rokugizo Guardian Spirit and having the One-Eyed Oni Soul Core and the Yatsu no Kami Soul Cores equipped. Rokugizo gives a decent damage buff on yokai ability force boosts, which if you use them right can really help in this fight, and it also gives an anima bonus on Timely Guard, which you probably won't benefit from, but you might, so it doesn't hurt to have that either. For this strat you'll want an Adachi equipped, but no need to worry about special perks or anything. Mine here has no perks I'll be using in the fight. It also has damage of 352, but if your best Adachi is only 250 damage or above, it'll still work beautifully. So you can see there I have no skills either. All I'll be using is high stance and strong attacks. No need to worry about whether you've unlocked skills, or no need to worry about whether you have any Adachi perks whatsoever. I'll show an aggressive approach to the fight later, but first up we'll go with a defensive approach, as that will help you more if you've been struggling. Those trees with scratches can protect you from the boss's attacks. There are 4 close to each other on the right there. When we drop down you want to immediately head to hide behind the closest of those trees. The boss can do any one of his attacks from the start, but if you get behind the first tree you'll be safe from whatever he does. Get ready to block against any spin or projectile attack. When you do, immediately hit with one strong attack. When he jumps on the tree, his first attack will be a projectile. Dodge through it instead of blocking it to save using valuable ki. After that he'll either spin at you from the tree or do a red burst counterable attack. So now he's retreated and he's jumping on a tree again. Use a scratched tree to protect yourself from his projectile attack or from his spin attack, which he just did then. When he kind of rears his head and raises his right foot, he's going to hurl a tornado at you. Tornadoes disappear when they hit the scratched trees. We have to deplete his ki, and that happens fastest when you burst counter his red attack, after which you can get in a safe single hit. If that takes his ki, you can get in another, then you should immediately try to activate the One-Eyed Oni Soul Core ability to stagger him into a grapple. You can get a single hit in after the grapple, but he will retaliate, so immediately get your guard up after you hit him. If successful, he'll recover his ki and go into the Dark Realm. Now activate the Yatsu no Kami Soul Core ability, which will then milk him of most of his ki again. Try to hug close to one of the scratched trees from this point. He has more projectile abilities in the Dark Realm and can even split himself into 3. But if you press your face into a tree, you'll be safe from all of them. Just remember, always be guarding, because he's very fast and you never know what he's going to do. And also, don't guard if you're trying to recover ki, but keep your mind on guarding. And patiently wait for that moment when he finishes an attack close and you can get in the hits you need to finish his ki and bring him out of the Dark Realm. Remember, this strat is to keep you safe. Between using the trees for cover and only hitting him once when he comes into the tree area, and with using your yokai abilities to milk his ki at opportune moments, you'll slowly get his health down. And as long as every time you strike him you retreat to behind a tree, you'll always be pretty safe. You can see the boss has a sliver of health here, but I'm trying to demonstrate how it's better to be patient. Don't get greedy, don't try to get in the first hit or an extra hit. If you stay patient and take the hit when it presents itself after whatever attack he does is done, you'll get the win. Even now one hit will kill him, but again, just to demonstrate, wait it out. Take your time. Trying to hit when you yourself can be hit is usually the main reason people struggle, so just wait until the boss is in between attacks and take your chance then. So as you can see, I haven't taken any damage with this strategy, which I feel makes this a very easy one to beat the boss with, even if you do take damage. And you should expect to take some damage. The boss is fast and can hit you at any point, but staying around these protective trees will be the key to get you through. Let's now move on to a more aggressive strategy for players who are already comfortable with Nioh level difficulty and want to know how to annihilate the boss even early game and even without a build. There's no need to change our Guardian Spirit or yokai abilities for this. We're going to do the same thing that we just saw, except now we're going to go all out in an effort to stick to the boss's side. Our goal here is to be right beside the boss each time it completes a round of attack, allowing us to get a strong attack in. Try to push toward the boss while holding guard, even while it attacks. If it does 3 swipes, try to tap your dodge button to dodge through the 3rd swipe. Otherwise, if you block all 3, you'll be left with no ki to do a counter hit. It helps to have the setting on that resets the camera when pressing guard. You can quickly tap guard to reset the camera that way and get your movement responding well to the boss's movement. As long as you are constantly pushing forward and slightly forward to the left, you'll always be tracking to move to the boss's side. Then all you have to do is be mindful not to press attack until the boss is in between its own attacks. When the boss's ki is down, you can let loose with your yokai abilities to really mess it up. It's a little tricky to explain, but this strat is for Nioh vets. You guys will get it. Just practice holding or even tapping guard and pushing toward the boss and you'll quickly see how this works. So that's an easy defensive strat for those who are struggling, and a fast aggressive strat for those who aren't. Now what I'll do is I'll replay that last fight without me talking so you can enjoy it properly. I'm Fuzzy Barbarian, I hope this guide helps you out, and I'll see you in the next one.